The Indian Air Force had showed a commitment for ordering 170 Tejas Mark2 and 120 AMCA fighter jets in the past, and according to a media report, this ratio will change depending on how Hindustan Aeronautics delivers and manages its order book, that is already facing rollout and first flight delays. The Aeronautical Development Agency is encouraging the formation of the first public-private partnership for the development of the AMCA program, and will have a new AMCA production line in the Coimbatore area in the Tamil Nadu Defence Industrial Corridor, but the Tejas Mark2 production line will remain largely with Hindustan Aeronautics. If the Tejas Mark2 program faces any delays, and the AMCA program stays on course, then orders meant for the Tejas Mark2 units might shift to the AMCA Mark2 fighters, that will go into full-scale production from 2035 onwards. In a major breakthrough in the long-pending AK-203 deal, all the differences between Russia and India have been sorted out, and India and Russia have finally agreed to the terms for the licensed manufacture of the 6.5 lakh AK-203 rifles. Under the new agreement, there will be a transfer of technology, and there will be no royalty for the rifles made in India by the joint venture firm Indo-Russian Private Limited. The cost of the rifle has come down, and the number of rifles manufactured initially will be lower, and additional negotiation will be done for the remaining units, and the total cost of the deal is around 5,125 crore rupees. What's significant is that Russia will deliver the first batch of these rifles tomorrow, on the eve of Independence Day 2021. Cochin Shipyard is working to ready the INS Vikrant for the upcoming 6th series of sea trials. 2 officials from the Navy and 4 officials from Cochin Shipyard were on board the new aircraft carrier during the recently concluded 5-day maiden sea trial, and the vessel's massive structure, accommodation spaces, wet spaces and even the paint were intact after the first trial, and the onboard equipment also adhered to standards set by the Navy, and the carrier can continuously remain at sea for approximately 15,000 kilometers. The former Deputy Air Chief who played a key role in bringing Rafale fighter jets into India has said that the Indian Air Force is now fully capable of sorting out both Pakistan and China. With its current strength of fighter jets, the Indian Air Force will get stretched to an extent in a two-front scenario, but it will still manage because of its excellent training and operational preparedness. He also said that the induction of Rafale fighters and the formation of the 2nd Tejas Squadron has boosted the numbers, and that the Rafale is better than anything that the Chinese Air Force has to offer. The first regimental set of the S-400 air defense system will be delivered in December. That will pose a serious threat to Chinese fighter jets, H-6K bombers, AWACS and flight refueling aircraft, that will deter any strikes from the adversaries. Strategic thinkers and defense analysts have agreed that it is part of Chinese strategy to keep India occupied along the line of actual control and squeeze India's dominance in the Indian Ocean region. Analysts have observed that the military resources that India is now investing in the Air Force and Army after the standoff in eastern Ladakh region is an amount that it will not invest in its Navy, which is in dire need of minesweepers, multi-role helicopters and conventional submarines. An estimated 90% of the capital outlay for the Indian Navy is being used for paying for installments on warships and equipment bought in earlier years, thus leaving less amounts for fresh orders.